Hey, Scott, how are you?
Good evening, Anthony. How are you? I'm fine. How are you?
Good. I'm glad we're back after 2 weeks. Sorry I had to miss last week. I
I
was
know.
in emergency for 13 hours, and I think Americans have the same problems when you go to emergency. It's long, long waits.
It can be.
Everything, all's well that ends well, but I had to go. So we had to miss last week's show. Apologies for that. But
Yeah.
so glad to be back. I was jonesing.
Me too.
And Jack said, "What's jonesing mean?" I said, "We're dying for a show." So we're back. We've got a show. And wonderful to see you. How's life in Miami?
Oh, it's gorgeous weather. Everything's gearing up for the big art festival, Art Basel. It's going to
Oh,
be
Aunt
here.
Ross, fantastic.
Yeah, and it gets crowded, but it's fun. Actually, I'm thinking of having my annual record garage sale during the time that
Jan,
everyone's in
we're
town.
flying down.
So I'll announce that you guys want to fly down and pick up some dollar records. There'll be probably a couple thousand of them.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get the gang up. Hey, Jim, how are you? Jim, are you there? Jim? Well, did I mute everybody?
No.
Jack, you up there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm
Jim,
here.
you there? Hello, Jim.
Earth the gym. Earth the gym.
Can you not hear? You're on
Jim,
mute.
say something.
Let me check he's not muted.
He looks so serious, though.
Yeah, he looks very concerned.
Yeah, I don't know, Jim. Maybe reboot and try to get on again. I don't know. Let's get Angie on. Hey, Ange, can you hear us?
I'm good.
You can hear us?
Hi, everyone. Yep.
But you can hear?
There's that smile.
Hello.
Jim, there we go. What was different, Jim? Jim, we can hear you. Talk. Okay, well, maybe
I hear you breathing, James. So how about we
doesn't hear
go?
us.
3 blind mice. Say something, honey. Say hello.
Jim, you look gorgeous tonight.
Jim, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
There you go. There's another one.
I guess he doesn't hear us.
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. Yes.
I can't hear you.
Oh,
Can't hear anything at all.
Okay. Maybe reboot.
yeah. Let me just see if I.
Well, now he's muted.
Oh, you. It says you muted yourself, Jim. Unmute. Unmute. I can't unmute him because he's muted himself.
You know, when I played the circus, they used to say "vamp till ready," and you.
Okay, that's it. Go back, Jim. You had it.
He's still muted. Yeah,
There we
there
go.
he is. Yeah.
Jim, can you hear me now?
Right. Still
Yeah.
can't hear you. I've got
That's it.
everything switched on, but can't hear a thing.
That's interesting. Okay, well, there's no mute here, so maybe reboot yourself and come back.
He can't hear you.
You're gonna have to write it on a sign. So reboot.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. He'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Okay, so let's do some
Well,
comments.
where's the
Well, that was exciting.
reboot? Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. He's going to come back. Let's see if he comes back. So Joey says, "Hello everyone. Hope to find you well. It's the best night of the week. Everything classical music live stream." Yes, Joey, and thank you for riding shotgun last week and letting everybody know what's going on. And has a question. Scott, can you read that, please?
Yes. What is your favorite performance of The Lark Ascending? Thank you in advance.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, he's got one. Let's go. Let's go.
Bolt, I think.
Yep.
Who's playing the violin?
You know, it doesn't say that. I will look it up. The only problem with this record, it's one of those horrible.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to invest in a good copy of this. I keep.
It's
saying.
worth it. I think I would have said the same performance.
I think
love
it's
that.
Hugh Bean. He's very good. Joey, try Alan Loveday on Argo with the Academy Symphony. It's very lovely.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Argo.
No.
Argo is Larita's little brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't-
Hello, from Rudy Brussels. Hope you're well. Hey, Anthony, how are you?
Hi, Anthony. Good to see you here.
Jack, can you read that one, bud? Sorry, Jack, can you read that one, please?
Yeah, just picked up a used Decca's Corelli Christmas Concerto with Stuttgart Chamber Orchestra. Thoughts on the album? How can I tell it's a Speaker's Corner or an OG? I would suggest a Dead Wax probably and reference it in Discogs.
Jim, can you hear me?
I didn't
Yeah, I
know
can
it
hear you
was
now.
Oh, good. Everything's fine.
Log
Good.
on again.
Don't touch
Okay.
anything. That's great. That's great. You just logged on. Okay, so Jack, can you read that one again, please?
Yeah, just picked up a used Decca's Corelli Christmas Concertos with Stuttgart Chamber Orchestra. Thoughts on the album? How can I tell it's a Speaker's Corner or an OG? I don't have
I didn't
the-
know it was released by Speaker's Corner.
Yeah, Dead Wax and Discogs will tell you that.
Yeah. It'll have a stamp. If it's Decca, it'll have stamped, 4-letter code and then 1A, 1B, whatever it is.
Let's hope it's a
Scott.
Decca.
Scott, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Hey, Scott, how are you?
Hi, Scott.
And Anthony is also writing his master's thesis, and I can't focus on my reading when I listen to classical. Too engaging. Does this happen to anyone else? What's your favorite music to work study to? I agree. Classical music, I start focusing on the music rather than. I like listening to jazz when I'm studying and writing. What about you guys?
You know, I do a jazz channel and made a living playing that kind of music. But when I process my photo images, I listen to just classical music. It's
So you know what I get from that?
Oh,
Anthony has a good audio system,
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
right? It takes
Yeah.
a good system to get classical to really touch you that way.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
was listening to it. Sorry.
classical.
Jim.
I can't listen to classical if I've got something to do because my ears just tune in on the music and I can't do it.
Yeah.
Especially a lot.
Yeah.
Showtime. Hope Anthony and the panel are doing well. I think we're all doing well. I've had a interesting week, but again, we just keep plodding on. Frederick says Hillary Hunt is a nice lacquer setting on DG. Yes, I've heard it. It's wonderful. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Flaming You listens. Love to see you. And everyone, great day here. Hey, Andrew, how are you, mate?
Hey, Andrew.
Jim, can you read that?
Jim is in deep thought over where he's going to spend his next 99p. Yeah, I am actually, because they're getting rarer and rarer to find as well.
Andrew, were you in Washington?
He was.
Oh, Angie's going to do the whole debrief. We want to hear all about it. The mystical Andrew from Oz. We got to know what all that was like.
I think Andrew and Scott need to come up and talk about the show.
Well, they
So
will.
we're able to walk it. Hi, Angie. Glad to see you again. It's they really did the show, and it's not huge, so it's enough that you can go back to your
It's a
favorite.
nice live I've heard, though. I was there once. It was lovely. Tony. Hey, Tony, how are you?
Hey, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Scott, can you read that one, please?
Yeah. From Andrew. Greetings from sunny Canberra, 25 Celsius. Question. Your opinion of Boulez as a conductor in his time at Cleveland. And are you aware of a 2 LP reissue of The Rite of Spring and Petrushka with him in Cleveland?
No, but his Rite of Spring in Cleveland, the early one, is very good. His DG stuff was not quite as good. Boulez is an interesting guy. One of my best friends in England, Trinity's, Jim knew him, Stuart, the overplayer, studied with Boulez, and I saw him conduct the BBC Symphony a lot because we had friends in them. And he's a very interesting guy, Boulez. He'd conduct, I remember one of the grumpy trumpet players saying, Maestro, that's wrong. That's wrong. And he would never, ever admit he was wrong. And so he went over, it's a very like 7/8, 9/8, 12/8. He's like, You see, I was correct at all times. One of those guys, but he's a great musician.
Oh, Alan was at the show too.
Oh, good, good.
Good.
It's my brain's getting from untired now.
So next year we all ought to go and do a remote from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we should do. Great.
Jim, thanks, Scott, for recommending the Sinatra Blue Note issue. Outstanding. Let me just show that while I've got it.
Yes. Anthony also wrote a beautiful article about that.
Thank you, my friend.
You know, there's a treasure trove of those Capitol recordings laying around.
Yeah.
If they ever reissue, I can you see a big box coming of those? I can.
Well, I did hear.
It's a beautiful job. The cover is incredible. The typical tone poet, and the label. But the recording, I played it on my mono. There it is. Oh my God, what a mono system that is! So good, so beautiful. Interestingly, the producer didn't like it that much. She didn't like Frank singing on this one, although she loves Frank Sinatra. I think it's a masterpiece, and so did Scott. And I think Paul Sidor wrote an essay, long essay, at the tracking angle, and you should read. But I thought it was magnificent. I loved it and worth everybody. But of course, it's not
a lot of backstories about that record. Sinatra tried to commit suicide twice in his life, and one wasn't too far before that record was made. He was pretty devastated with the. I think it was with was it Lana Turner?
Ava Gardner.
Yeah, and it shows in that record. But boy, I hope they release some of the other Capitol stuff. It's just super. I think the arrangements, just Riddle's such a genius.
Oh, the arrangements on that are just amazing. Riddle of Debussy and Ravel, and it shows. Jim, just to let you know, Jim's gonna do a little review of the Calidor in a bit. So hang out.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, James.
Anthony still slobbering over your classical question. Oh well, I'm going to show that. I'm going to show the thing in a second. Until I continue, I'm going to put this up. Let me just get. Okay, guys, that's the first photograph I've got up tonight. Before we go on, that's that's a photograph of Jan and Angie. Angie, do you know who that is?
Yes, he was.
Jan, come here.
Condolences, but he was a writer for Audiophilia, and spent a lot of time with both Anthony and Jan.
That's Charles Brown.
Really missed.
Yeah, Charles Brown, who was one of my best friends, dear friend, and a great writer with Audiophilia. It took me about 5 years to convince him to write. Of course, he was then brilliant. I won't be able to write, Jim. Charles, you're writing. And his wife would say, Charles, write, because then we can go to the Audiophilia dinners. And anyway, he had a very valiant battle with cancer. 74. And go read his Berlioz reviews, read his Mahler reviews. I mean, and as Carl Sigmund says, Charles could write a review of a triangle concerto and make it interesting. He's just a brilliant man. That was a photograph in their backyard. Do barbecues all the time. Just happy days, and just the most beautiful guy. We're gonna miss him terribly, and love you, Charles. Okay. Scott, lots of videos. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been a little prolific this month. This one, I think we've showed this before, but just in case we didn't, The Folk Sound of Terry Collier is a wonderful, soulful folk album that was put out on the Bluesville label. It's mastered by Matt Luthans. It sounds wonderful, and the performance is just out of this world. This is a very unique album if you like folk music and you really want to be taken away like on this man's journey. It's so interesting. Very highly recommended. You can check out the video too. Like Anthony, I was crazy about this too. The Sinatra Blue Note Tone Poet of In the Wee Small Hours. I did a review of it for the channel, and you get to take a look at the packaging and everything, and it's incredible, really. I did hear some unsubstantiated rumor, but I think it's really going to happen, that they are looking into some other Sinatra titles from the Capitol catalog.
Oh, wow. That would be great.
So that's going to be wonderful. This sold out in record time. There's a lot of interest in this. I mean, this was probably the biggest video launch I've ever had in 48 hours, like 6,000 views.
Wow. Fantastic.
Yeah. So it is still available from Amazon, but it's disappearing from everywhere else. So if you really want one, go on Amazon and get one. It might be a little
really?
while.
Fantastic. When you finish watching that, go there and read my little review. Nothing like Scott's, but it gives you an idea of a different set of ears listening to it. Just a wonderful release. I mean, highly, highly recommended. Okay, Scott.
Okay, this is another one that's getting a lot of attention too. It's from a new label called Gamut. And Gamut has a person behind it. His name is Philippe, who was an audiophile record collector. He was deeply into jazz, especially obscure jazz, and he dreamed about getting this list of records reissued that no one had touched, and he did it. And this is his first release. He checked all the boxes. Let me tell you, this release looks spectacular. They've gone the extra mile with the packaging, which you can see in that video. 40-page booklet inside. Wonderful pressing, great mastering. It's a great session as well. Our Pepper Adams, I'm sure Jack can tell us a little more about Pepper Adams, but yeah,
Jack,
that's definitely a release.
Are you doing it as well, Jack?
I'll tell you a Pepper Adams story. It's a funny story. He was he enjoyed a lot of scotch. Let's put it that way. And his humor was very, I was so fortunate to go in and see the Mellow's Thad Jones Jazz Orchestra probably 20 to 30 times a year, every Monday night for probably 3 to 5 years. And Pepper played baritone sax in that. And, Thad Jones taught in one of the little music schools in Teaneck, New Jersey, that my trumpet teacher started. So I got to know those guys pretty good. And Pepper was a funny guy. I mean, his humor was classic. There's a story that there's a guy used to go into Charlie, get the name of the bar. It's a jazz musician's bar in New York, and sell tools and all kinds of stuff. He was trying to. And he's going from bar stool to bar stool trying to sell. So he came in one night with a paintbrush. He's going, everybody, buy his paintbrushes, big paintbrush. He gets to Pepper, and Pepper says, you paint? And Pepper goes, no, man. He goes, I can't use a brush that big. I paint miniatures. So he was a very, very, very funny guy, but what a great player. And the great thing about that record is Stu Williamson, the trumpet player. If anybody gets a chance to buy this, I don't know if it's streaming or not.
Yeah, you can stream it. I streamed it and bought it right away.
Listen to Stu Williamson play. I've got probably 10 records of his here, and he died very young. But what a great player, great record. And I was gonna do a video on this, but after Scott's.
Oh, you should do it as well.
No, you should still do one, Jack.
I couldn't say anything different than Scott did, and I know Anthony did. So
you just did.
You just in the video, I said, I don't know a lot about this kind of jazz, so you do. You can definitely embellish on it.
You know what, Scott? We learn from these things, and man, I mean, we were talking before this. We came live here about all these reissues of Bill Evans and Baker and Art Pepper and Miles Davis. It's so good to see something coming from someone that isn't a big household name. Great player. And Stu Williamson, I'm telling you, he's an unbelievable player.
Yeah. I gotta tell you a quick reviewer story because it's quite funny. I I wrote a review of Blues and Roots. It was my first Mingus. I was kind of blown away by it.
What a way to start.
All I could hear in the back of the mix was this like chainsaw, buzzsaw, like with vibrato, and I didn't like it at all. And I love baritone sax. Who's the great baritone sax player?
Jerry Mulligan.
Of course, I love Jerry Mulligan. Love him. And anyway, I read the review and I wrote, it's amazing. I know that was recorded where Mingus punched out a couple of trombone players and it's crazy and it's chaotic, but it's a great. It's the Atlantic 75 series from Chad. It's a wonderful recording. Anyway, so I wrote the review and I talked about this baritone sax, like buzzsaw, that was kind of ugly sound. And man, this guy writes me a letter, and a long one. How dare you criticize Pepper Adams? I went, oh, okay. He says, and by the way, you never heard of Mingus records. This is my first one. Who the hell are you to write a Mingus review? As I did with all these assholes, I just filed them and ignore. What was hilarious, I did kind of do a little bit of research and found out he was a plastic surgeon in New York City. Obviously, a very obnoxious one. You could have said to me, I didn't like the way you said that, and this is why I like it. I didn't do anything. It was just, but literally, the next email came from the same address. Hi, Anthony. My name is such and such. I'd like to write reviews. Could I write jazz reviews for Audiophilia? I couldn't believe it. Asked me for a friggin' job after like hammering me. I just, the gall of some people are just hilarious.
Wow.
Anyway, I know. Can I have a job, please? Hello. Click. No.
I think sometimes we forget that reviews are subjective to a point.
No kidding. And it was just one thing.
There's no right or wrong, really. It's just.
Well, that's why I love this, because Pepper sounds like Pepper. It's like amazing. Not that at all. Okay, Scott, next.
Okay, this is coming out, I guess, tomorrow. I think it's ready to go. It's a new release, Chet Baker, Swimming in Moonlight. I have it here. It's a gorgeous 2-record set by a company called Slow Down Sounds. It is done in conjunction with Bruce Weber, the fashion photographer, and of course the director of the film Let's Get Lost. And these are tracks that were never released from the film. So it's an interesting look at this period in Chet Baker's life. Hearing it as an audio document without the visuals is a little different too. I think the recordings are really good. They're all analog recordings. Unfortunately, a decision was made to cut it from digital. So I don't know if I can hear what the difference would be. I don't have a reference. There is no reference. The only
so many great digital recordings now being remastered.
Yeah. I did notice this like a little bit of sibilance and stuff on Chet's voice. But Jack and I were talking earlier, and he's like, he kind of sang that way because he was missing teeth and different things like that. So, I think if you're at all interested in this period, it's definitely something to stream. And if you stream it, I would stream the track "You Give Me Rainbows," I think it's called, and it's wonderful, really, really good.
I'll Be Around.
I'll Be Around is on here too.
He always sang that great. That was one of his standards.
There's also a nice Quiet Nights and Quiet Stars on there too.
Thanks, Scott. I did a video called the Audiophilia Classical Collection, a very pretentious name, but it was a fun one. I saw Michael the Ingroove. He got a $25,000 collection. And he went through them, and I just really found it fascinating looking at the records. So I just thought people would enjoy it. And 2,000 people have watched it already, so that's good. So that's
cool.
up there now. It's up there now. That's coming December 1st. That always receives like 25,000 views. So get there early, and there's going to be a post at Audiophilia saying read it there, but there's also going to be a video of the same products.
Mm-hmm.
And also the same day, half an hour later, is recordings of the year. So that's
wonderful.
So the guys. Now, Jim went to see the Calidor String Quartet. Let me do the photographs first, and then I get you loud. There's the Calidor. What hall was it, Jim?
This was the Milton Court Hall, which is part of Guildhall School of Music and Drama. It's the new building, which
Oh yeah.
is literally opposite the old Guildhall, but also literally opposite the Barbican Concert Hall and Barbican Cinemas and etc. But
How are the acoustics?
the acoustics are very good. I mean, I thought they were good. You know, they were quite good for a quartet. I mean, certainly the sound of the strings was very warm. I thought maybe the piano sound was a little bit hard, but then, you know, it's a new hall with new wooden panels and things, so it might take a while to. But it's interesting that, you know, people saying, oh, London doesn't have any decent concert halls. London, you know, we've got King's Place, we've got this Milton Court, we've got a completely revamped Purcell room, which used to be just for quartets and solo instruments and piano and stuff. But, you know, there are 3 decent venues in London for small scale. You could also fit a reasonable scale symphony orchestra in Milton Court. Certainly, you know, 30 to 40 piece orchestra will probably get them in there. So, you know, London's not quite so badly off for concert halls. But anyway, it was a great concert. It was really fine. I mean, the quartet opened with the Haydn D major quartet, and, you know, it showed how polished and absolutely ensemble tight the whole group were. And then it was a piece called Canema, which was by Gabriela Montero, who's a Venezuelan concert pianist.
Yeah.
And this was the quartet have been touring this a few times now. Very interesting piece. They haven't recorded it yet, but I think they should, because it's quite interesting. Certainly, Clara, my partner, really enjoyed that, and she said afterwards, "Oh, it's a shame I couldn't buy a record of it." So, you know, and then they finished the second half with the Dvorak Second Piano Quintet.
Oh, piano.
Which Gabriela Montero played with the quartet.
Wow.
And I mean, actually wonderful playing, I have to say, both from Jeff, Jim's son, and all of them, you know, beautiful viola sounds, because of course Dvorak gave as many leading bits to the viola, being a viola player himself. And it was a very fine performance. I'd never heard the piece live before. But if they're touring near you, I know they went to Slovakia, I think, the day after I heard them. But when they go back to the US, if they're touring and playing that piece, you know, go and see them, because it's well worth it. And altogether, you know, thanks to Jim for arranging the tickets, and it's great to hear them. And that's the sort. It was a good audience as well.
That's good.
You know, I mean, that was the interval. So, I mean, there was half the people there. But if you can imagine twice that number of people actually sat down listening, it was a very good audience.
Jan and I saw them here, and it was just a remarkable concert. I mean, you know, Jim's very proud of his son, of course.
Yeah.
And rightly so. He's a wonderful violinist. But, boy, they play so well. And Peter Puritz, my friend from Montreal, knows them and has worked with them on their chin rests and stuff. And he always talks about the cellist and like the engine of the group. The cellist is amazing. She
makes a very, very rich sound.
She does. She's like the driving engine. Anyway, Jim, thank you so much.
I also bought this. You know, which is one of their quartets.
Show again, please.
I also bought this in afterwards off them. It's one of their early quartet recordings. It's got the Shostakovich No. 9 quartet. It's also got the Schumann No. 3 Opus 41, and it's got Carolyn Shaw 3 essays. It's the Shostakovich is excellent. I mean, you know, they've really got something going there.
They really do. Amazing. They're going from strength to strength.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim. Okay, what do we have next? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, we're gonna come back to that later. So I'm gonna go big for a second. I'm gonna show some records. Actually, we'll go to some comments first. Scott, Sorry I missed you, Andrew. Tony says, good evening, all. Can you read that one, Jack? You're muted, Jack.
Another couple years, Anthony, I'll get this thing.
It's okay, buddy. Go ahead.
Good evening, all. Went to listen to the Dolly String Quartet playing Beethoven, two Beethoven quartets, along with the Webern and Vassar College on Sunday. It was beautiful.
Oh, wonderful, Tony. Live music.
Yeah, nothing like it.
Scott's going to come up tonight. Yes, talk about yes, we want to see that. So this is interesting. Angie, can you read that?
Angie, can you talk about what happened to Mel? I'm not sure. Mel.
I thought you said me. Mel. Who's Mel?
I need more info.
And great to see you again, Angie. Good evening, music lovers. So Alan was there as well.
Alan was there too.
Oh, MBL. Okay, it's type.
What happened with MBL? Okay, MBL's a company in Germany.
Angie, all these guys ask these questions like without thinking. If you don't want to talk about it, say, I'd rather not talk about it. We'll move on. It's simple as that.
No, it's all good
Don't worry
news.
about it. Go ahead.
If it wasn't, I would say, but it's all good news.
Oh,
So
go on.
MBL, as you know, Anthony has a streamer player there as well from MBL. So MBL is a German company that's been around forever. And who would have thought they would have had problems?
Yeah.
They basically had lots of inventory and cash poor. So they were able to, and it's so strange because, they're bad. They were just in a financial frozen state, looking for an investor because it's a viable company. They have great engineers, great product, great history and reputation. So someone in China who's apparently very wealthy in the jewelry industry and has shops everywhere, he came in and basically, patched up the hole that they were lacking, which was money.
Oh,
They're going to
good.
leave everything the same. There's no change in staff,
Oh,
no
cool.
change in location. It's just
Jen?
do your thing. Here's
MBLs.
the money you need to get going. And everything is status quo. And it's going to be just
Wow.
fine.
Oh, that's great news, Ange.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think that's going to happen with more companies as we go along, especially those that are 40, 50 years old.
I don't know if you can see them, my two MBLs there, the N51
Yep. You're going to be fine.
and the CD player. I love them to death. I've
Yeah.
turned away amps and two amps more expensive. I just love the sound. Great. Oh, thank you. Great question, Andrew.
Okay.
Alan says the Sinatra record was released on the day he was born.
Now we all know.
Okay, Andrew wants
You
me
look good.
Andrew really wants me to know this very badly because he put it on Scott's comments.
Anthony.
Anthony, the Sinatra group together from 4 tapes which were lost as there was no label on outside boxes. Thank you, Andrew. Great. And a very interesting story about the Gamut LP and their tapes. And Alan said he saw Angie shortly after she had met with you. Okay, Angie, could you read that one, please?
Good evening, all, with a happy smile.
Wow.
2025 exclusive streaming. Carry on from the New World, which is what I love. Warner Classic album is really great. Definitely a great album to stream.
Oh,
It's just a great album, no matter how you listen to it, including CD.
yes. Every time I spoke with Angie. She would tell me I just saw someone. Angie, who did you see? Let me put you a big. Who did you, tell us a little about the show and who did you see from the show?
Well, for me, I love showing my goodies, but
Uh-oh.
That's
I
true.
mean gear. So the nice thing about it too is I get to see, the audio celebrities.
I better
For
mute myself.
example, right across the hall was Lars from Borenson.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So we got to have a little conversation and a nice bear hug. He was showing with Blink Audio, one of his dealers. I think it was a 3.5, one of the bigger speakers. He also had a large room. And then I'm walking down the hall and I see Roy Hall. Roy Hall, of course, had a turntable company called Music Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And so, of course, he's missing. He didn't realize how much he would miss the industry. Really? I mean, you've been at that long. So he tells me, and maybe this is secret, I don't know, but he's going to be actually writing reviews for someone. I don't know for who, but stuff like that is really nice. There's a lot of nice gear around, and a lot of the exhibitors really did a lot of effort this year in their rooms, and they worked really hard, probably more than I've ever seen in the decorating of the rooms as well. Sound is always an issue, but at least I seem to think that much, much more effort was put into the rooms. There was a dealer called Command Performance. They did a 70s theme. So he went into the room and it was a 70s theme. And their attire was just that as well, including the shiny blouses and the wigs. So it added a little bit more.
That's all well and good, Angie. But who did you see from the Audiophile gang? Who did you see?
I saw Scott. I
Table
saw Andrew from Oz.
What's he like?
I saw Cranberry Sauce Alan.
We need to know what Andrew is
wanna know
like.
what
We've never
Andrew
seen
is
him.
like.
No, I think I'll leave it for him to divulge himself.
Oh, wonderful, Ange. And
Yeah,
Alan?
I can't tell you everything. They had, which is good shows, have live music around. So after, the rooms close up, go to the bar, have a drink, and there's live jazz playing. What else can I tell you? PAC had their big room that they have every year, and they were showing some new cost-effective vac products, which is tube gear. And I'll tell you, the main floor, you couldn't squeeze how many tables of records that you could buy. And I'm sure Scott went crazy and bought a few. I even bought a couple.
Scott's going to come on the show.
So there was a variety of that and lots of floors. It's a really good show.
Fun show, eh?
I can't say that the attendance went up, but there was a better quality attendance of people.
Oh, cool.
So there's a little snippet.
Thank you, Ash.
Right.
Okay. Tony says Terry Kelly is almost got a Nick Drake vibe. Okay.
Yeah.
Scott, can you read that one?
Great video, Scott. I have just started collecting some of the Bluesville series. High quality stuff.
Yeah. Recordhead. Hey, Recordhead. I have tickets to see Uja with Louisville Saturday, Hungarian Rhapsody, Ligeti's Piano Concerto. Oh, God, that's a tough piece. And Rada Concerto for Orchestra. Wow. Come back and tell us all about it. Wonderful. Andrew wants to know the review as well. We try to find out, Andrew, what you're all about, but Andrew wouldn't kiss and tell. Did you buy her a glass of champagne at the bar? Is that what happened?
I must say, UJ is amazing. I saw her do the premiere of of that piano concerto. What was his name? The composer. He's gone out of my head recently, and she was fantastic, absolutely wonderful. And she did an encore of the Petrushka piano reduction.
Well, her Shostakovich record is getting great rave reviews. Now, there is a CD that's very good with the I Musician de Montreal on Chandos, with little Dmitri Shostakovich Jr., the grandson, playing, and Maxim conducting. And I was at that recording session. Lots of fun. And that's the one where Maxim Shostakovich hit the mic stand with his baton. So he moved the mic stand. And Ralph Cousins comes out. Who moved the effing mic stand? Don't move my effing mic. Like screaming at Maxim Shostakovich. Anyway, it's very good. But then on YouTube, there's a version with Yuja, with the Philadelphia and Yannick. It's unbelievable. And she's recorded it with Andrus and the Boston Symphony. So I think I might get that. It's a fantastic piece. Right, I'm going to go big and show some records. First of all, these are from my friend. Who sent me the records, darling?
Ryan.
No.
Ryan.
It's Ryan, yes, Ryan, of course. Dr. Ryan. Ryan it sent me, he said, I hope this makes you feel better. Ryan, your lovely emails always make me feel better. Thank you so much. This is wonderful. Katja Danchowska, her name, Polish violinist, didn't have much of a career, but boy, she's wonderful. And this is one of my favorite pieces. I played it a lot. Frank Flute Sonata, no, Frank Violin Sonata. So thank you for that. He also sent me a sealed 1812, my favorite. Scott also got one. Don't know where Ryan's getting all these great 1812s. It took me times to
Are you going to open it?
I opened it.
Is it? What is it? What pressing is it?
Of course, it's Indiana, buddy. Indianapolis, man.
All right.
You're the black and white?
FR1, baby.
Oh, okay, all right. He knows I'm very fond of John Bingham. He's a great friend of mine. So he sent me this. This is the Edward Elgar Quintet. It's a really interesting piece. Jim, do you know that piece, the Elgar?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's great.
Very interesting,
Wonderful.
yeah. Look at John in the middle there.
There's John in the middle, yeah.
Hi, John. Bless his heart, died early of diabetes. What a shame. Early 60s. And of course, he sent me this, the Sheffield Lab Wagner. It's incredible. Such a great recording. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. And among others as well. These are new. I kind of felt guilty bugging Angie. Where's Angie? Bless her heart. There she is. Where is she? There she is. She never says no to me, and she's, I loved her forever. But these are expensive, and I wanted to get them early to review for you. So that's the new Esoterics Aurelius one. I'm not going to give away the review, but it's esoteric at the best. And I looked online for the SACD of that, which is amazing. But it was $300 on eBay. So get them while you can. I got them these. You just buy them from Angie. Don't worry. I got them from a Japanese dealer, and he was amazing. He got them to me quickly, but they weren't cheap. Angie's cheaper, and you can get them from a reputable dealer. But that's also being reviewed. I treated myself to this because I was feeling sorry for myself. So I got that.
Oh.
I got that. There's a lot of energy, so I can't play it too loud, but it's really, really wonderful. Wonderful. That's the 45s and my productions, Royal Ballet. So that was a good one. And I wanted to play. We'll do the let's talk about this record a little bit because it doesn't get much love.
No, I love that.
These are two ballets for the Royal Ballet. Schumann Carnival, which was my flute teacher's principal flute on this, but the arrangements by Gordon Jacob, who was my father's instrumentation teacher at Null Hall, Royal Military School of Music, and where my dad's actually ashes were scattered. Jim and I were there, weren't we, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there. And then Maya Beer, this is by Constant Lambert, who was the music director at the time. But two wonderful ballets. The music is originally for piano, of course. But oh my God, beautiful arrangements. The playing is amazing. Hugo Rignall, not much of a conductor most of the time, but it's very, very good. But the reason I bring this up is because you might be able to get this cheap. It's the classic records, Shaded Dog. You might get it cheap, but it's wonderful music, and it's a fantastic recording. So yeah, highly recommended. So that, before we go to building a library, that's it for me. Let me get myself out of here. My ugly puss. Who are we missing?
Jack.
Jack, you'll come back. Okay. So I was going to go to Jim. Scott, you have a few records you're going to show.
Not too much tonight. A couple things that
Don't do the building a library. We'll do that in a second.
yeah, a couple things that Ryan sent my way. This is on the BIS label.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with these artists, but I haven't had a chance to hear it yet. But that is
Beautiful.
the record. Yeah, these are always really good sounding records. This was sent to me by someone else. Yeah, people keep sending me stuff. They know I like Phase, that I'm kind of investigating Phase 4. This is the Romantic Rachmaninoff by Camerata and the Kingsway Symphony Orchestra. Now, who is the Kingsway Symphony Orchestra?
That's the LSO. That's the LSO in drag.
Okay. And who's Camerata? Does he have a first or last name?
I don't know. He's one of those. It's probably Leopold Stokowski doing a gig.
Yeah. So that's that's going to be part of the Phase 4 video when I ever get to it. I got a 1812 too.
Can I see the back, please?
Yes.
Oh, look at you. Where does Ryan get all these 1812s, man?
Yeah. It's color back, it's Indianapolis, and it's FR1. Thank you, Ryan, for that. I don't think I have an FR1, so that's awesome. I think a couple people have showed this in the recent months. I now have my own. Malcolm Arnold, Scottish Dances. Of course, this is Everest. So those are always interesting. Here's another Everest. And I always was curious about this. I don't know that much about it, but I love this crazy cover. It should be good. The Buffoon Ballet Suite. Prokofiev.
Cool.
Walter Susskind.
Cool.
Then he sent me this audiophile record. Get out of sleep here. I don't know if you ever heard of Performance Recordings. They were an audiophile label.
No, don't know.
Performance Recordings, James Boyk, pianist.
I know James Boyk.
Boyk, is that how you say it?
Yeah, he's James Boyk. Let me just another reviewer story. James Boyk was a Caltech scientist who did some recordings. They were bloody awful, and I wrote some reviews.
Oh.
But he was putting himself out as an artist, as a classical artist. So they were just amateurish. Man, I got like a 3-page letter from him. Like, how dare you bastard? Oh man, he just hated me. So it's great. I didn't like him and he hated me. So that's fine.
Well, apparently, maybe he financed his own audiophile recordings.
Yes, of course he did. That's what they do.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. So are the recordings decent?
I'd be interested. Yeah, the recordings are good. I'd be interested to hear what you think.
Okay, I'll let you know. Yeah.
I called him James Bonk.
Oh, well.
Well, the gentleman passed away, so I don't want to say anything.
This is apparently a Japanese pressing. Yeah, it is Japanese. Of this. Boulez, New York Phil.
Oh, wow.
Schoenberg, and Berg.
Schoenberg. Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that was nice.
Well,
And then
while we're at it, let me just many people I see on YouTube. So conducted by Claude Monteau.
Yeah.
It's Claude Monteau.
I learned that later on.
That's okay. You just so
Yeah.
that's
Hey,
not,
Anthony, don't feel bad. There was a YouTuber, jazz guy, well known by the way, that was talking about a record by Count Basie. Basie. This guy's doing a YouTube channel.
no, that's a no.
Easy.
Jack, you're back. You okay?
Yeah, I just lost internet for a minute.
Okay, buddy.
Well,
So-
the interesting thing is Claude Monteur was Pierre Monteuur's son,
That's right. That's right.
and he was originally a flautist.
He was. He
Oh.
was a flautist. Say that again. A flautist.
He was a flautist, still boy.
Flautist.
So
You know, let's not scare away newcomers because they're afraid to pronounce some of these things.
no. Pronunciation is difficult. But we're to learn and to share our knowledge.
I had to learn. And I got some flack, I remember, and I was so embarrassed. But
That's a great recording. Oh my
yeah,
God.
this was a surprise. I didn't expect this. It was sent to me with something I was expecting, and it was just an extra. And it's I rarely see this one.
No, that's great.
It's Brahms' Second Piano Concerto.
It's fiery.
London Symphony, 35 millimeter magnetic film. Yeah,
It's fiery. Wonderful.
that's my
Okay, I'm going to
for
go
today.
solo. Okay, guys, we're doing building a library.
Yep.
Hope
I'm
you
ready
enjoy.
for that.
I've got 3 recordings to show you. The Nocturne's one of my favorite pieces. Amazing piece of music. That's the DG, the original source, Evado, Boston Symphony. Probably the best played. It's very, very good. Recording's good too. They handled Symphony Hall very well. Very good. Then I have this one. This is from my dear friend Ryan the Doctor. It's for many years it was #1. It's the Japanese pressing. Recording is very good, Phillips, but that's a very good one. Outstanding. Up and down between the two of them, Boston and this one. Then I heard this one. This one cost me a lot of money at $200. This is an original blueback, wide band.
Oh, I forgot to pull that one.
You have this one, Scott?
Yes.
Oh shit! Okay. This is this is Swiss Romand with Anselme. It's magnificent. Anselme just is a genius conductor. He's like the most underrated conductor. Like it's listing on the World Ballet Gala. This is the best. Like it's probably the best, not the best played, but interpretation wise, and the recording is to die for. So
Yeah.
that's my recommendation. Does anybody have any different ones?
I remember I picked that up for the cover and I stayed for the music. I couldn't believe the cover.
Jack always does his homework.
I did
You're
too.
good at, you know, I mean, you're right. And you're right. But
Yeah.
Monteur. Oh,
Monteur.
Monteur, yeah.
it's a really,
On
really
toe.
That I've not heard. Is he doing the Monteur to the
he's
Boston?
doing that, he's doing that Debussy, you know. And then there's a whoops, almost knocked it over here. There's a Tilson Thomas, not a great recording, but a great interpretation with the Philharmonia.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
And
that's
then
pretty
there's-
good.
Believe it or not, there's a Previn with the London Symphony with the same singers. They call them the Ambrosian singer.
Yeah, Jim sung with
Yeah,
him.
I used to sing with him.
Oh, yeah, are you on this? Jim? Did you?
Hey?
Are you on this CD?
No.
You didn't do the soprano part on there?
When was that recorded? I
That's
don't know.
that's about 1986, isn't it?
80. No, this is a reissue, so it says 94. The Tilson Thomas. I'll look and I'll get back to you. You guys keep going.
No, I just want to tell you about the Previn. That Previn, I left it up. It's on
The
CD.
Previn's good.
It's really good. Yeah.
The Previn is very, very good.
So, what's your recommendation there? Mine is the Anselme.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that the DG reissue is awfully good.
It is really good.
But that Boston with Monteau is it's awfully good too. There's so many good recordings of that piece.
You know, Jim, did you have any?
No, because I actually haven't got a recording of that in my library.
Wow,
So,
now you've got 5 or 6 to choose from.
yeah, I'll probably
And,
get the Monteau one though.
Jim,
Yeah.
where did the name Ambrosian come from?
I don't know. It was a group that was run by John McCarthy, who was the choral fixer in London from the 60s through to the 90s. And he was also chorus master of the Royal Opera House, Covent Garden. And it was his sort of professional chorus. I mean, we recorded operas with,
Yeah.
you know,
It's real good.
Hey?
The Previn's real good.
Yeah. There's one funny story about that. We were recording some Christmas music one day, and it was with conductor called Jacques Delacote, a French.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it was about the end of November, and we were recording, I don't know, some Jingle Bells or something for something. I think it was one of those Hallmark records that they used to do, and there was a guy came in late. And his name was Jack Frost. And Jack Delacote said, "Oh, behold, here is Father Christmas." And Jack stopped halfway through. He says, "No, actually, I'm Jack Frost." Well, the entire choir just, I think we had to go for a tea break because it was hilarious. And Jack Delacote stood there and went, "Sorry, I do not get this." Anyway, there we go.
That's okay, buddy. Okay. Scott, you want to show us yours?
Yeah, I got 3. One we've seen already, and this is
Not the answer, mate. Oh, you had them on tour too. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
What's that like? Is that really good?
it's quite
He's
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
He's an amazing conductor.
Yeah.
It's like Ansame.
Mm-hmm. I love this. We haven't seen this one tonight. This is
Oh boy, that's
Yeah.
really good.
This is actually really good too. Very, very good. And then we haven't seen this either. It's a later London by Dorati.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And this is recorded by Wilkinson.
Wow.
Yeah.
What label, Scott?
London.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Beautiful. This is really probably the best sounding in
Wow.
modern
Lots of-
terms.
Lots of recommendations.
Yeah.
Sleeve is in good
Does
shape.
anybody else have any recommendations or Angie?
I'm sorry.
Any recommendations?
Yeah, I've got a couple.
Okay, show us, please.
I've got this one that you've shown.
Oh, so nice.
I've got that one.
No.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
nice, very nice.
I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh.
very good. Yeah,
Mm.
good recording for CBS too.
Now, these aren't necessarily not couture, which I think you should explain what that means to some people who don't know. So these are more Debussy, but not necessarily.
Oh, lovely. That's a great recording.
Yeah. So while I was in the Debussy section, I thought I'd pull them out anyway.
Another Montour.
Oh, I like that one too.
Mm.
And this one here.
No, yeah. I forgot about that too.
And I think I have one more. No, two more. The last two are very interesting.
Mm.
Okay. So this is what's interesting. So I pull this out and I go, wow, this is cool. Okay. And this is the record that was inside, which is
Right.
printed in England.
Yeah.
But then I'm looking and the same thing, but in a sleeve like this.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Also, this one, though, I think was made No, this is made in England too. And yet I thought one of them was in Canada. No, they
No.
both recorded in England. But same record, two different sleeves.
Huh.
Okay, that's it. The rest are my other records for
Thank
you.
you. Okay, guys, I'm just going to show one thing to show you. This is Homework, Der Rosenkavalier by Richard Strauss.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the homework for next week.
All right.
So Ryan, because Ryan always asks, what's the homework? That's the homework. Okay, so now, so look, someone came up. Scott. Okay, tell us what you got, bud.
Well, let me just start by talking a little bit about the show. It was a little less attended than I've been. I think this was my sixth one, so I think this one was one of the lighter attended ones, which made it easy when you went into some of the rooms. You could pretty much grab a seat right in the sweet spot. Angie's room was fantastic. I had an amazing experience with Angie's room. I was there with a buddy of mine. And when you went into Angie's room, unlike any of the other rooms, there was a curtain across the front of the room. It was a very large room that she had. And I was telling Angie that we had the experience of being able to listen to the music before seeing the setup. And later on, when we were leaving the show, we both just spontaneously were mentioning that. Did you think it was odd that when we walked into Angie's room and we couldn't see the speakers, we weren't sure we weren't listening to a live band?
Oh, wow.
That's how good her system and her setup was. So no other I've never had that experience before because. Sorry about that. Hold on. I don't know what happened here. Just 1 second. Sorry. Okay. Just 1 second. Sorry. I'm having issues here.
Want us to go somewhere else before you come back to you?
Right.
Just to let you know, guys, we're full with 10 people. So people come get on, and we're full. Oh, Scott kind of re-entered. Scott, well, you back? Scott go. There he is. Okay, hang on, Scott. Oh, damn. Let me. Okay, Scott, there you go.
All right. Sorry about that. Anyway, as I said, it was just a unique experience because a lot of times when you walk into those rooms, you're immediately hit by the gear and then oftentimes the price tag, and it somewhat takes away from the musical experience. So kudos to Angie for giving me that experience and then being gracious with all of her time. She took me back to one of the little corner areas where she had some of her gear stuff, and the records she had back there just lying all over the place were just mind blowing.
Yeah.
It kind of made walking out into the atrium where all the record sellers were kind of a letdown, actually. But but
So
what
about your hall? The hall.
Okay, well, first of all, I just feel like I'm obligated to show this since Scott's blown up the internet with his video. So, being a member of the Tone Poet Society, I was able to pre-order it.
Oh, cool.
So, I also wanted to give a shout out to Matt Weisfeld and Harry Weisfeld from BPI. So they were doing a really cool thing that I didn't know about until I talked to Harry. So I don't know if any of you follow what goes on at VPI, but they had a flood at the VPI house earlier this year, and a lot of their records were in that room or in that house were damaged by floodwaters. And so what they did was they made up their own So the sleeves, the outer sleeves covers to the albums were ruined by the water. But what they did was the records were still good, so they printed up their own outer sleeves and just randomly put records in there. And you could, and it wasn't advertised, but I guess if as you went in at one of the entrances, if you wanted, they were giving these away for free. So I didn't know about this at first because I was talking to Harry and I said, "Are you guys selling records again this year?" And he said, "Well, we're giving them away." And I'm like, "What?" So I'd been there for a couple hours before I found out about this, and I ended up getting a Mozart living. It's a shaded dog Mozart Requiem. I guess it was what they played at Kennedy's funeral. I think it's a 1964 release. So shout out for them. That was a free title. Next, I was so one of the sellers. He would have his records by his audiophile records arranged by manufacturer. And I seem to recall, Anthony, you mentioning or doing a review on Chasing the Dragon.
Yes, I did.
So I just,
A video.
yeah, I didn't even buy, I don't know. I just grabbed them.
That's wonderful. Just make sure you turn it up. When you turn the volume up, it really comes to life.
Okay. But yeah, I just didn't even bother. I said, if it's good enough for Anthony, it's good enough for me. So,
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Scott.
and then here's another one.
Yeah, I don't know that one. I got the Scheherazade, which is knockout.
Well, he had limited. He had. I think these were the only. There was another Chasing the Dragon, but it was like a pop title or something. I don't know. And then inspired by what I saw in Angie's little corner, I saw some reference recordings. So got this is a 45 edition. I've never heard a bad reference recording, so I had to get that. Here's another one.
Oh, that's the greatest recording I have. It's unbelievable. Watch your volume. Seriously, man, in the smoke, watch the volume. It's unbelievable.
Oh, I'll put it on, play it through the Von Schweikerts. Then they can pretty much handle anything. This was, I know it's not everybody's favorite, but it was there, so I grabbed it.
Right? What a haul!
Yeah, well, then I got another 5 or 6, but like jazz ones. I found they were kind of off to the side. They weren't in their main table. One of the sellers was selling a lot of. They probably had 12 crates of classical. They were just charging a flat $3 for them.
Oh,
So
God.
some Vanguards for you, Angie.
That told me.
Yeah. Another Vanguard. Some H&H. I've talked about them before. I think this is a Biz. Couple of more. One last one. The other stuff I got was like I said, blues and jazz. I did pick up a couple of CDs. So I'm not audio notes.
Oh yeah.
Not familiar with them.
And
And then
that actually is quite good.
Mm-hmm.
and then this one here, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I've got that too. Yeah.
And then I will just say, Jack, or for any of the jazz people in the audience, David Chesky's apparently starting a new, or maybe it's been around, I don't know, Audiophile Society. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but his son, who's selling his newest version of his bookshelf speaker,
Oh yeah.
was
LC2.
selling his sister's CD. Later on, David Chesky sat next to me in a listening room holding this CD in my hand. It just it seemed a little weird, but I quickly saw where she gets her hair, sitting next to David Chesky. And I will just say in closing, Angie, you need to tell your David Chesky story.
Okay, I couldn't believe it. So David Chesky walks in the room. He's never in any show walked in my room. I guess he was drawn from the outside, like Scott describes, because it does feel like it's a live thing going on. So he came in and he sat down. I asked him if he had a request, and we played that CD, or we streamed that CD that Scott just showed, which is his daughter, who has a beautiful voice. You should look it up, Anthony. So he sat and he played, and he sat through 2 of the songs, 2 thumbs up. The next day he comes back and he's gone to the room, and he sat again. The last day, and he just really complimented the sound in the room and how much he enjoyed it, and complimented the really good sound in the room. Well, at 4:00 Sunday, when we're ready to pack up, he comes in and goes, "I'd like to listen to it."
Is Angie frozen for anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Angie. You keep going in and out tonight, my love. For me, maybe not for the other people. Thank you for your story. Okay.
It was just really nice to see him.
Lovely. Okay, I'm gonna put Jim up because I wanted Jim to react to. Hey, Jim, how are you? Oh, look at the records! Whoa, look.
I've been demoted to the basement, so
That's okay. Look at that, Scott. Don't you wish you had your records done like that?
Yeah.
nothing like yours, Anthony. Jeez.
Oh, no. I sold some, but I just did my collection, but it's curated. It's stuff
Well,
that
I think sometimes when you have too many, it's a boon.
Well, I got some new ones tonight, which is fantastic. So,
Yeah.
Jim, tell Jim how good his kid is. Jim.
I just really appreciate him taking the time to go hear him, and Jeff enjoyed talking with you, so it was a fun night. He said great audience, and they played with her before, and I've actually mentioned to them that they should record that, so I will give them the input. I think really she's kind of famous for improvising. I don't know whether you've ever seen her, and she does these concerts where she'll take a theme, somebody else, and she, kind of like the Liszt, the old pianists from the 19th century, and get out and just improvise. And she's pretty incredible in that mode. But I think she's really quite the talent. But I wanted to add a few.
Yes, please do.
Well, I do have this, and this is the best recording. The Blueback. But this is also interesting. It's like the exact opposite. It's not Cleveland. It's the New Philharmonia.
Oh, thank God for that.
With Boulez.
I'm sorry, Brett. I'm sorry.
This will never end. And then this is the Debussy that you were. I mean the high tink that you were talking about. But I looked this up on Discogs, and there's about 7 or 8 of them going. This is the whole set of, and they're really fine recordings of.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
And for $10 or $8 for just a great buy. But yeah, I've got a bunch of. I've just started to put my collection in. That's about half of my collection of my classical collection. I mean, it goes way down. And
can you span over?
It goes from there to there. There's 2 sides of the basement. I mean, it's 5 feet high or 6 feet high, and
the good news, Jim. The good news is that MBL are solvent now, which is great because that company is just far too legendary to
mine's in the hospital, so
yes. When are you getting it back?
I don't know. I haven't heard about the estimate of it yet. I mean, the bad part is the China company bought them, they're bought out, and I think I'm in the middle of this changeover, and there's only one place in America that'll look at it, under warrant or not under warranty, just look at it and make sure that it's being done right. So it's the LA, and that's like I think I told you last week. It's $300 to send the thing one way. So
Crazy.
yeah,
Anyway, buddy, it's great to see you.
Yeah,
Let me
thanks.
put up Alan. Alan, tell us about the show and meeting Angie.
Yeah, no, it was great. So 3 things happened. First, we walked into one room that had these electrostatic speakers. And as soon as I sat down, a gentleman behind me said, "Cranberry sauce."
Oh,
So that was wild. So he hasn't appeared on the show. He says he watches the show all the time. So I don't know if he watches it live or not. But anyway, so a shout out to, I'll say Richard M. That was really great meeting you. And then we went to Angie's room, and what a great system she had. And she played song after song, a wide variety of songs, including, and she said for fun, I think it was Yellow, which is actually, very good, and some classical music and some selections of our own. So it was great fun. And then later on, I met for the 3rd year in a row. I was upstairs on the 8th floor, and Michael Fremer comes in. And he was sitting right in front of me. And I said, 2 years ago, I got your Kate Cardello album. He autographed it for me. Then last year, I got his Patrick Leonard album. I said, "What's going on this year?" He pulls out, "Oh, I have this one. It's coming out in a few more weeks." And it's another Kate Cardello album. So that was great to see him. It was just a great, great day. That was last Friday. And
nice.
following up on Scott, when I got there on Friday, the same thing.
Oh, wow.
We got these from VPI. So we got 2 records, and it was a 3-record set, so I'm missing the middle record, but it's really a great sounding record. It's Deutsche Grammophon, and it's Giuseppe Verdi, Simon Boccanegra. It's an opera
nice.
I wasn't
Yeah,
familiar
Jim-
with, but fabulous
Jim-
sounding, and it has a stamp on it saying "sample not for sale." But I got side 1 and side 2, and side 5 and side 6. But
Wow.
really enjoyed listening to them. And then the weekend before, I was in Boston for the weekend, and I went to Newbury Comics on Newbury Street near Copley Square, and I picked this up, which was fantastic.
Oh, wow.
It's a
How
box set,
much?
limited edition. So this is number 1253 out of 1600. It's solo 3-record set, and just fantastic recording by Mustang.
It is great.
Really enjoyed that. And then I went to I hadn't been to Newbury Comics. I don't know if I've ever been there before. But I went in the basement, and they had mostly new stuff, and I went to the classical section. That's where I got that. And I also got this, which is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
By Kel Szymanowski. And again, just beautiful solo pieces, double record set. Then I picked up this. This one is a new. Funny thing is, I picked up a tulip of this about 6 months ago, and so this was on sale, so I got it as well, which is good. It's Mozart, has I think Elvira and Madigan, and then I also got this, which I liked, Bruckner Symphony No. 9.
That's a beaut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What is that? Is that Speaker's Corner?
No, it's let's see, it says Decca. It's Decca Classics, Universal Music Company. So it's it's a reissue. Came out in 2016, but it says LP pressed at Record Industry, made in the Netherlands. So I'm not really sure.
Well, let us know how it sounds.
Yeah, it sounded pretty good.
Oh,
And
good.
then just as long as, if I can just deviate for a moment, because for Jack, at another record store, I got, this is a jazz album, but it's folk jazz. The Bill Smith Quartet includes Bill Smith on clarinet, Jim Hall guitar, Monty Budwig on bass, and Shelly Manne on drums. And it's on the temporary record. It sounds so fabulous, really good. And then just lastly, and again, just because it's
Yeah, I'd like that.
I have one version, but this is a nice stereo version, and it's on the 2i Columbia stereo. And it's about a VG Plus, but I really enjoyed it. And I also picked up this, I hadn't seen it before, Jazz from Hell, mostly instrumental by our guy, Frank Zappa. And that's it for tonight, but thanks very much.
Great, Alan.
All
Just,
right.
Scott,
Rounded.
KIWD is asking for that. Can you read that word?
Yeah, Scott, how does the Sinatra Blue Note compare to the original master recording that was part of the box set years ago? I haven't heard it. My friend Oswaldo, who's been on the channel here before, he has it, but he's going through some things right now, so I can't access it. Otherwise, I would have had it in the review. But I did talk to Matt Luthens, who's an expert on Sinatra. He has a great website that breaks down all the variations. And he said that the wrong tapes were used for that particular reissue. And I think there's more reverb on it than the dry tape that we got in the Tone Poet. So I don't know how it sounds. It could sound much different. I would think so.
Thanks, Scott. Okay, we've got two more. We've got about 7 minutes. So you've got about 5 records each. Let's get Tony up. Hey, Tony, how are you?
Hey, good. How you doing?
Oh, look what's there. Show us what you got.
Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Also, I have I think this is the 2014.
Yeah. What'd you think? The
Yeah.
difference.
What do you
Actually,
think?
I haven't listened to either one of them yet.
Oh, okay.
I forgot I had the 2014.
Yeah. I'll be curious to see what you think about the difference.
But I wanted to ask, is anyone familiar with Hugo Winterhalter?
I am.
Making a classical record.
No.
Not doing a classical record, but yeah.
Yeah, he has a semi-classical.
Semi-classical. That's cool.
What is it?
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
He did a lot of pop music on.
Yeah, my mother really enjoyed Canadian Sunset. That was
Okay.
Played that a few thousand times.
Yeah, I have a Phase 4 right here, Scott.
Oh yeah.
Do you have that?
Yeah,
one?
I have that one on the pipeline for the video.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah.
want to hear what you think about that.
Yeah.
Well, let me move some out the way of it. I think I want a lot of these. Do you have this one?
No, look at that. That's a one of jazz.
That's an awesome record.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't realize how good that is.
Yeah.
Wow, Tony, hitting it out of the park.
Yeah, this is Karen.
Oh, all right.
Sorry, where'd you get that from?
Music Direct. This was
Oh, yeah. Wow.
yeah, this is when they had the $1 sales.
Wow.
Let me see. I don't want to fire you up with too much.
They sold that for $1. They didn't know what they had.
Yeah. Are you familiar with this one, LM 1999?
Yes, it's fantastic. I really love it.
This one is different from the LSC 2241.
Oh, really? Because that's on the left is amazing.
Yeah, I guess it
Which is
seems
fun.
like this one, the LM had a little bit more on
That
it.
one's mono.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'll hold off. I got a whole lot of them, but I don't want to.
That's okay. We got a couple minutes. We've got to Peter. I'll tell you, Tony, your records collection is getting strong.
Yeah, and I got the box set of Martha.
Oh, look at Martha. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
so-
you're really getting your collection up. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you are.
yeah, just when I don't have it. I never have time to listen to any of them.
Great seeing you, Tony. Let's go to Peter. Okay, Peter, we've got 5 minutes.
Okay, everybody. A couple of weeks ago, there was a passing reference to Isaac Stern. And I thought to myself, I don't think he gets enough love in the VC. For whatever reason. One of the reasons I suspect is that he was, as far as I know, exclusively on Columbia. And there aren't a lot of reissues of Columbia that I know of, but they did some themselves. So this one is remastered, and it's a Columbia. This would be the double concerto, and I thought I had the two Prokofiev concertos somewhere in the same series, but I don't know where it is. So much for my indexing. But here's another one of the series.
Oh,
And
nice.
this one is Tchaikovsky, obviously, and Mendelssohn.
He's a great violinist.
Oh, absolutely. And what I hadn't realized, even though I had probably heard him in Carnegie Hall, is that he was heavily responsible for saving Carnegie Hall back in
Yeah,
the
he
day.
saved it almost single-handedly.
Exactly. So, he deserves a little love from us all. Here is a really great album that I have of, again, two of the violin concertos.
Oh, wow, that's great.
With Bernstein, Brahms, and what is it? Anyway. And then on the chamber front, this is a really terrific record.
That's a famous record.
And there he is, right there, along with who is it? Isaac. Leonard Rose and East Oman. So that's a good record. And then he was also invited to do the Piatigorsky concert series. And this one is, you can hardly read it. This is the Brahms Sextet, and he's featured in that one. And in this one, it's Schubert's Quintet. So these are terrific. There's just tons of these. There's something like 38 records from the Heifetz Piatigorsky series. And then he also premiered recordings, and this one is
the George Rochberg. Yeah, it's a famous.
Yeah, Rochberg, right? Yeah, and that's pretty famous with Previn. So glad to have that one. And then finally, I've got his 60th anniversary record with his pupils. So that's me.
Beautiful, 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 Peter. Thank you very much. You always have fantastic stuff. Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. We got through it. The eyes, my eyes get a little bit sore with the glare, but we got through it.
Hey, Anthony?
Yes, my friend.
Can I have 30 seconds?
Of course.
I have to show you what.
Is your name Jim? Is your Jim going to go, one more question for you? Hang on. Let me get your big mate. One second. Where are you? There's so many people up here. Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay, good.
So Richard, my friend Richard Brown, who's in the Peanut Gallery, he's a good friend of mine. He and his wife went to Montreal. And I have to show you what my Christmas present was from Richard. and then it comes with the end table. So I'm ready. Richard, thank you, and his wife. This is more than I deserve, as they say.
Wow. Anyway, guys, thank you all for coming up tonight. All 10 of you. It's amazing. Alan and Peter and Tony, of course, our guys, and of course Scott and Jim. And
Angie.
Oh, that's amazing. He's part of the family, the panel. And thank you for all the great comments. There were so many tonight, and a lot of some new people as well. And of course, Joey says, great show. And Joey, there were 10 people up here, so nobody could come up. And Joey says, damn, I wanted to come up tonight.
Sure.
Oh, bullshit. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Just stick around.
Right, awesome.
We'll see you next week. All the very best to you. Thank you for sticking around. Good night.